Okay, just ignored my unkept hair and no makeup or whatever. Um, Long story short, here's the story. When my daughter was first diagnosed with the mycobacterium, and we had no protocols here in the United States, and they basically had let us know that she had 6 months or less to live, and there wasn't much they could do, and blah, blah, blah. You know, the same old bullshit healthcare. I wrote an email. I researched out to a scientist in India who was using bacteria in the dirt to combat antibiotic resistance. I wrote a letter and then I translated it using Google Babel to a researcher in France. I did the same in German. Okay. I read every protocol I could everywhere in the world, morning, noon, and night. It was an endless quest for information. And then when I was done and it was time for the infectious disease people to come in, I had taken all of the knowledge that I knew and I had written it on the whiteboards and on the walls in her room at Children's Hospital. They had painted the walls with like the whiteboard paint. Literally filled an entire like 8 by 10 wall with everything that I had learned, and then dot 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 the scientific thing of therefore this is my conclusion, and wrote down the protocol that I felt was going to best serve her and her body. Okay. In walks the three specialists from Harvard Infectious Disease, right? The building we were in was named after one of their fathers. They made a point of letting us know how prestigious they were. Before they started talking, I stopped and said, would you do me a favor? Would you at least just look at the protocol that's on the wall and can we talk about that as a starting point? And one of the doctors looked and said, who wrote all this? And of course, my daughter said, my mom did. So two of them took a step back and were like, eye rolling big time, like who does this woman think she is? The one woman takes her finger, starts in the upper left-hand corner, goes through, is saying nothing, is watching her piece of paper. Long story short, she got to the very last piece of it, and she said, wow, she goes, let me show you what I was coming in to teach you, to ask you about today for protocol. And she said, I think I like your logic and your conclusion better than mine. And I think we're going to go with your protocol. Can I show you how we're almost identical? When you wrote that post the other day about who are we to ask the questions, then today, what right do people have to research? It's the only way. It is the only way we will get to the bottom of the truth in this crazy, crazy world, and this being forced into a box and feeling like you're bold or audacious or rude or upsetting or taking your child's life into your own hands because you did the work is why my daughter's alive. I'm sure there are times where your heart is hurt and people have said mean things to you in the last few days. Just keep up. Keep saying what you're saying. It's right. It's needed. And when people dismiss us and what we do, it's because they've never walked in our shoes and had to fight for something that hard or for somebody that they love that much. And you know what? I'm glad for them. I'm really glad for them. I hope most people never have to do what we're doing right now and modeling the behavior. I love you and I appreciate what you're doing right now. And don't let, as Brene Brown says, if you are not in the ring with me, you don't get to weigh in and give an opinion. I love you. You're a gift. Bye.